Hey, Rob Drummond here at Maze Mastery. So a question that's cropped up a few times in recent weeks and months is how do you test Google's automated bidding? The way that I do this, and I'm always doing this. I'm always testing. Is it better to manage your own bids using manual CPC, or should you trust the Google machine and trust the algorithm and use CPA bidding if you're generating leads, or return on ad spend bidding if you're an e-commerce provider? I'll just add the comment that the automated bidding is getting better. I mean, I'm a member of a number of communities where we're, quite. The hard line is that, Google is out to get you and that you should manage your own bids and not pass over control to the machine. And I don't know if that holds true all the time anymore. This year I've seen about a 50-50 split of whether manual biddings work better, or whether automatic biddings work better. I've seen with accounts that are higher volume, especially steady accounts where the conversions are quite predictable, that the automated bidding is quite good. And in theory, Google should be better at this than you because they have access to more data points in real time. Google, it is a big algorithm-driven machine, so at some point we're going to have to learn to trust the algorithms and make use of that. However, initially what I suggest you do is test it. So the way that I do that is use the draft and experiments feature. So let's say, for example, in this campaign, this campaign at the moment, the bid settings are set at the campaign level. So currently this is on maximize clicks. Arguably not a strategy that you want to use very often, but yeah, let's say I want to split test this against CPA bidding, where you set a target cost per lead. What I need to do is down here you've got the draft and experiments feature. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to create a new draft, and that draft is going to be the name of the campaign, and then test CPA bid, and then whatever your cost per lead is. I'm going to save that. So what that's going to do is that's going to effectively clone the campaign in draft form. So you can so you'll now see in your kind of menu structure up here that we're now editing a draft version of the original campaign. So I can now go into my settings, make sure I'm at campaign level, and rather than using maximize clicks or manual CPC or whatever this is on to begin with, I can change the bid strategy, follow the select the bid strategy directly, brackets not recommended. That's the way to get back to manual, by the way. If you want to find manual CPC, Google it. Google do quite a good job of hiding it. In this example, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to test CPA bidding. I'm going to set a target cost per lead of £50 or whatever you want to test. I'm going to go to save. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this draft, but I'm going to run an experiment. Go to apply. I'm going to name the experiment the same as I named the draft. Start date is today, but you can set it in the future. On the advanced options down here, I normally do this based on searches because it'll default to like a 30-day window. This basically affects, do people always see the same version of the campaign if they do multiple searches, or can it change each time based on search? I don't have strong data as to which one is better. I just normally use search-based. But yeah, I don't have a strong reason for that. Experiment split is the amount of traffic that will go to the experiment version. So if you're making some edgy changes, or if you're changing the ad copy and you're a bit nervous, then you might want to drop the experiment split down to say 25%, so that 75% of the traffic goes to the original version, 25% goes to your draft version. So you're not betting the house. If it all goes wrong, then you're not. It's a way to do what Perry Marshall will call non-destructive testing, basically. So yeah, I'm going to leave this on 50, and go to save, and that is busy creating. So that's your experiment done. In the campaigns, go back to all campaigns. So you'll see that. So this is my original. So this is my control campaign, and then on this screen, I think once it's been created, I think the reason the experiment isn't showing is because Google's still creating it. But you'll see an experiment version of this. It'll have a little test tube icon instead of the active icon, and that'll allow you to compare the performance. But that's the way to do it. If this video has been helpful, I'm happy to make more of them. Go to my website, it's mazemastery.com, M-A-Z-E mastery.com. Just make sure you subscribe to the email list, and just send me a quick email. Let me know if this has been helpful and what else you'd like to see, and we'll get some more videos made. Thanks.